Too Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Too Legit City here with the Mamba. You can see the little boys napping over theirs. And we are in today back into the oxygen not included, getting back into the green Mamba today. Y'all know what it is. What do you do when Oni says a black hole ate your game? Is that the crash screen, Hendu? Is that the crash screen? I'm in America, man. West Coast. Does it tell you whether or not a mod caused the problem? What does it say on the screen? Because that actually, what that says kind of tells you what's wrong. So when you get that screen, most of the time it means that something caused an issue, whether it's not enough memory or something happened that shouldn't have happened. That used to happen when you were... so this is the edge of the map, right? There used to be a way to remove the materials, and then if you dropped a resource down the side of the wall, it would crash the game. Right? Little weird interactions like that weren't designed to happen. I don't know if you were messing around with the game in a way of like trying to find an exploit. But things like that can break the game. At the bottom of the map, there's also a wall neutronium that you could break if you know how. And by dropping a dupe through the bottom of the map, used to crash the game as well. But they patched that. So a couple things could be happening. Either A, you run out of memory, meaning that you're using too many things on at the same time. Maybe you have a Google Chrome browser on and you're playing Oni at the same time. And you're watching a YouTube video, maybe as a guide, maybe you're watching Twitch. And it's pulling too much memory away so that your computer can't actually run the game properly and causes a little bit of crash the desktop. That can happen if you have very low RAM. But outside of that, is your game early game or is it high in cycle count? Because that could kind of dictate how laggy your colony is. You have 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, that shouldn't be it. I'm assuming you don't have, you know, a couple hundred windows of Google Chromes open. What did it say on the crash, though? It didn't just say a black hole ate your game, right? They usually have a little bit of a text. Or is it literally a black hole ate your game? No text. If that's the case, you should you didn't check the details. Okay. The details will actually let you know what's actually happening. And is it constantly happening? Like, is it every time you load your save, it crashes? Or is it random? Or was it a one-time thing? Blarp Blarp coming in with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 8 months. And of course, on that 8-month streak, welcome back to the city. Enjoy the emotes, D20 dice, and free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support, Blarp Blarp. I see you over there. Mamba love. 3 times after reloading the save. So there's a chance that it could be a save corruption. But the best thing to do if you really want to recover that save is for you to go to the Clay forums and go to the support. I believe over there they will tell you how you could upload your log file. Every time your game crashes like that, they create a log file of what the issue is. Because at that point, it's a very weird error that I don't think I can help out with. Because that might have to be something that devs have to look into. Because you're not running a mod, you have decent amount of RAM, and it doesn't feel like you're trying to exploit the game, so you're not causing any weird interactions. So at that point, I'm thinking it's save corruption, meaning that while the game was saving, or maybe there's some problems elsewhere, but that's the only thing that could cause that if it's repeatedly. I'm sorry, if it's repeatedly like that, it's probably something like that. First though, yeah, it's gonna have to be devs to help you out with that. Sorry about that, man. Mel, what's good? Hello, hello. How are you? You could break neutronium. You used to. There are very few ways to break neutronium nowadays. I'm good. You It's hot, man. I'm not ready for summer. I am not ready for summer, man. I can't wait for winter to be here again. I miss the cold. I hate being all sweaty. Very few. Yes, there used to be more ways, but it got patched out. Yes, I believe it's still possible. It's hot, not here. Yo, man, send me some ice. We need it. Alright, guys, so today we're going to be trying to breaching space and the space vacuum at the top of the map. One of the things we're going to need to do before we do that is to have a lot of breathability, as we're going to need to have a way to control how much oxygen we have in here so that we could actually feed the oxygen to our telescope. Of course, most of the time, it also means we're going to have to deal with the unbreathable gas clouds, and we're going to need to produce as much O2 as we physically can. Now, of course, there's a couple of issues with this. The main issue is that I want to use polluted dirt as my source of oxygen. I just don't feel like that's going to be possible in all realisticness, but we'll do our best. I don't like winter. I'm good with the hot summer. I see you. Summer is tough, man. It affects me sleeping. Whereas in the wintertime, I could just put more blankets on. And the heavier the blankets, the better it feels like. I don't know why. Just pump the CO2 into space? I mean, that takes a long time, man. So... I see you, Spellmore. You obviously wasn't here last stream, though. Started a new game because I was tired of juggling all the things in the old one, but I'm 5 cycles in and already messed up my ladder lines. Shakes my head. Yo, Ace Cow, you want to hear a pro strat? You want to hear a pro strat, man? If you hit shift, you can never mess up your wire. It guarantees a straight line. You could use this with power wires and ladders, I believe. So I'm holding down shift, and then I'm holding down the mouse. Oh, you made up the rooms too small. Oh, I thought you messed up your ladders. Yo, it'd be like that sometimes. Just redo the room. That's fine. It's a minimal damage. Minimal damage. Okay, so utilizing the polluted dirt has a couple of downsides. The fact that the ethanol distillers are actually in a very hot environment. This means that the polluted dirt that I generate is also very hot, which means that me putting the polluted dirt into the sublimation stations, there's a little bit of an issue with the heat generated. So that kind of sucks. It feels like day by day, the polluted dirt options become worse and worse. And it does not feel like there is going to be a potential way for me to actually do this properly. Now, the only other way I think I could make this work then would be if I had Paku. Because technically, we could feed all of our mealwood seeds to the Paku and have 1,000 of them. And then the Paku could eat the seeds and give me polluted dirt. And they would be a lot cooler, in a sense, because of how they would be at the same body temperature of the Paku. So I need to start getting Paku. Well, fry. It's called fry eggs. Okay, I haven't found them yet. Okay. So that kind of sucks. There is no fish on my map. Or on my second map. That's very unfortunate. Oh, man. So there's no fish in general. So I can't utilize that even if I wanted to. I don't want to build an electrolyzer SPOM setup. But if I don't, I won't have enough oxygen for my duplicants breathing. I think I will have to do that. I will have to make an electrolyzer setup that feeds oxygen to specifically my Atmos suits. I think that has to happen. They don't think it be like it is, but it do, man. Really do be like that sometimes. Alright, so I am looking for Atmos suit checkpoint. Create a standard cooling loop, but oxygen is a pain to get sustainable. Would love more options being forced into turbines. Totem Hugger David. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. What's going on, Knight? Hi, Legit in chat. It's been a while, Mr. Knight. Hope you've been well. Create a standard cooling loop, but cooling oxygen is a pain to get sustainable. No, cooling oxygen is easy. It's not too bad. I use a different method than the steam turbine setup. You could do something like this, where you submerge a aqua tuner, because this building is floodable. And what I'm doing is, after the liquid gets too hot, I drop it off to these rooms, and then I delete the water. And then I add in more cold water. And then that's how my aqua tuner loop works. And I'm using that to cool down my Drekkas. For the oxygen, though, I don't mind cooling it. It's fairly easy. And I have a lot of cold water from this geyser. So I'm really in a good shape. The only thing is that I don't have a lot of water. A lot of my water is already below 0. So I would have to warm it up. Feels bad. Now, I could cool down the ethanol distillers with the water, but I plan to use the hot CO2 for my slicksters, actually. I want to use these guys. So I'm thinking using the ethanol distillers is probably a good decision. Just took a bit of focus on me. Nice, nice. Good to hear, good to hear. Hopefully that's been a nice time, man. How have you all been? Doing all right? Just trying to do our best. And, you know, just trying to take it a day at a time. But hey, good to have you back, Knight. Have you seen the new Oni DLCs? Not familiar if you're seen it already. I love to put my electrolyzer in a cold biome to bring in cold air. That's although that's feasible, it's not long term. So I've never actually done that, Mel. I've never actually put a electrolyzer into a cold biome before. However, it's pretty nice. If you want to see all the exact changes, you can check out my YouTube channel. And if you don't know, Knight, I've been starting on a YouTube channel. Don't know if you were here when we started on that. So we have a lot of builds, tutorials, and guides over there for Oxygen Not Included, as well as the updates. And recently, that's only been the, I think that's the only major update we've had so far. The Fast Friends DLC patch. And it was free, so you don't have to pay for it. But yeah, exclamation point YouTube if you want to check it out, man. Alright, so we have a door crusher right here, crushing the chlorine and CO2, which is not bad. But it looks like the oxygen is getting to there, so I need to stop that from running so that I don't accidentally delete the oxygen. I am using the rusty oxidizers right here for oxygen, even though my polluted dirt setups, they work. It's just that I don't create enough. So I'm thinking I might just have to use the electrolyzers for oxygen and try to use a combination of rust and polluted dirt to become the outside space. It's a little bit of a pain, but I think it's not bad. Oh, I think we were discussing and stuff. Nice, nice. So you know about it. Nice, nice, man. You got a job. Nice, Knight. Good to hear. Good to hear. What kind of job did you get, if you don't mind me asking? Hopefully it's, you know, a good boss. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as you have a good boss. Because that's kind of like your day-to-day. If your boss is an asshole, I don't know, man. It feels bad. There's not much you can do about that, regardless of how much you love your job. But if you have a cool boss, hey, man, that's awesome. Gotta have the cool bosses, man. But dude, congrats on the new job. And what you doing, man? We gotta remove that. We're making suits. Yeah, I think I just have to settle on utilizing that. So we will use this guy. Your boss is mad, but your managers are awesome. Oh, yeah. In that case, your boss is your managers. Because it's not like you talk to your boss every day. You talk to your managers. They're the guys that, you know, manage you, make sure you're doing your job at work, the guy you interact with most of the time. The boss is just the guy that pays you, right? He's usually not going to be on site. He's probably just going to be at home or something like that. But hey, good stuff, man. Good stuff, good stuff. You're going to learn how to make all the desserts known to man. Dude, I'm not going to lie, man. Working at those types of places, like, you learn how to become better dessert artists. You really do. The guy is meh. Hey, man, it'd be like that. But hey, congrats on the job, my dude. All of them. Yo, feels bad. Feels bad, man. I see you over there, Knight. Hey, man. You know what they say. The general managers, you know, if they have money, they just start losing... They lose their touch with how normal people are. And they start becoming eccentric. It's hard to find a GM that's down to earth. Alright, so... I wanted to make some sort of, like, industrial brick right here. I think that's not going to happen. I think we're going to start mining this out to make our oxygen machine. Just because I don't want to go back here too often. Alright, so the first things first. We're going to have tiles and then a ladder to get to this area. And then I want to mine everything else below it and take it out. I do need to relocate these guys though, if I can. Yeah. You gotta make everything, man. So you're gonna pick up some dessert skills, dude. Not gonna lie. Do you have to do a lot of ice cream scooping, or is everything on a lever? Because I tell you what, man. I had a friend that did Baskin Robbins. He used to work at Baskin Robbins. And the thing that was the funniest thing is, if the Baskin Robbins is popular, you need more than one person there because your forearm is going to get sore. Because, dude, scooping up ice cream on an ice cream scoop constantly, man. My friend was like, dude, my forearms got destroyed. And we were laughing at him. He's like, no, man, you guys don't understand. And he's like, yeah, me and the other guy that works there, we have to take turns. Because if we don't, our forearms just get messed up. And it's like, you run out of strength, dude. But he's like, yeah, but you get really nice forearms, though, from working there. I thought that was kind of funny. At my last job, the director level almost became self-aware enough to realize our manager was useless, and we were basically self-managing and dragging them along. So close, but then mad turnover started to happen, and the manager was useful purely for backfiling. Dude, that's crazy, man. See, the thing is that a lot of businesses and places like that, they're slow to realize that, and I feel like that's kind of... I mean, it is their fault. 100% their fault for not realizing it sooner. But yeah. Dude, man. Props on the guy to realize it. He has 4 arms? Yeah, man. 4 arms. He's like Machamp from Pokemon. With the 4 arms. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Backfiling and micromanaging reinforce the turnover. Perfect corporate loop. Dude, yep. The corporate cycle, man. The vicious cycle, as so they say. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. I try Oni again. You should, man. Then imagine when the ice cream is actually ice. Been there, done that, and it was a horrible day. Yep, Kingman, yep. When they bring out a fresh, what is it? Is it a 10-gallon tub? Or is it a 5-gallon tub? From the back freezer? And it's a fresh, clean top. You have to crack open the lid. And then it's like, all right, man, we ran out of chocolate chip. We got to get this one now. And it's like, yo, I can't scoop this. You got to put the scooper in boiling water, and it doesn't even help. It be like that sometimes, man. I love to get paid 6 figures to backfill. Sign me up. You don't get paid 6 figures to backfill. That's also another job on the minimum wage side, sadly. Unless that specific job was, but typically it's not. That's what you call, usually, a entry-level position. Like, if that actually paid 6 figures, dude, a lot more people would be doing it. You gonna play some Rainbow Six? Have fun, man. We'll see you next time, Mr. Knight. Have a good one. Oh, he actually got paid 6 figures. Yeah, that position was probably a little bit of nepotism. For your owner to actually pay that much, they're really out of touch, or they just wanted to make sure that guy got paid. Maybe because they knew him. Who knows? But yeah, 6 figures for that, that's insane. Alright. So I think we're going to want to run 2 electrolyzers, because we're only going to run 16 dupes. And these 2 electrolyzers are going to dedicate to the Atmos suits that we're going to set up, which is going to be here. We're going to disable the building, though. And we're just going to run 24 suits. So it's going to be 12 up top, 12 at the bottom. And then we're going to make the meal hall over here. And then we're going to have this be the bedrooms for some of the extra dupes. And then we're going to have a rec room at the bottom. Or we might swap those. Alright. Now we got to... Well, we got to dock the suits, but it doesn't mean anything because I don't have oxygen. Of way too much hydrogen. Oh, it's because I'm running the wheel constantly. Alright, we gotta stop that. We just gotta have the hydrogen power the system. I'm running out of hydrogen space. And I'm gonna have to extract more. I mean, I do gotta extract more, though. I need it for the Dreco room still. The hydrogen balance isn't there. I need to get around, like, 1,300 at least on every tile. Alright, so with that... should be alright. And I do want to eventually get into something called an industrial brick. The industrial brick that I want to build has to require a lot of steel, though. That's going to be a problem. But at least not for now. Ethanol stockpiling again. I probably do want to make a second set of these. Industrial space. Basically, we have a lot of our industrial buildings. That's the type of building in here. So if you go into the room overlay, you can see one of the things it says is no industrial machinery. That's a type of building. So those category of buildings are technically things that generate a lot of heat, and of course also have a lot of, you know, production things, like you're creating a byproduct. Ethanol distillers just drop polluted dirt on the ground, creates a lot of CO2. So a lot of those buildings you want to contain most of the time. Oh, that sucks, Spellmore. You have to go to the Steam workshop and manage that. And then we need to relocate these guys. So I need a room for them. I think I need to just mine this through. I think it's time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta mine all that out. Oh, and I need my ladder to go up like that. That should be fine. I think I have to take this as proper. And then we have to go all the way up, which is probably okay. You have to go to the workshop, Spellmore, like I just said. Not in the game, but on the Steam page. Steam Workshop. How you subscribe to the mods. You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh. I guess this gets rid of the chlorine. I guess that gets rid of the chlorine. That's the way to do it. Alright, so we will have to make this a temporary zone for my Sweetles. I don't mind, but I need to relocate them as soon as I can. New printables. Ooh, Snazzy Suit. I'm taking one of those. That allows me to get the nicer outfits. We got to speed this up. This powers my deodorizers. I guess that's fine. You can see the heat generation right there. So since our polluted water is being infinite stored, I might want to use this for my electrolyzer. The only problem is that I need a heat generator. And I don't want to use a tepidizer. I don't think we have natural heat generators. The ethanol distillery would have been one of them, but I wouldn't have it up here. I wouldn't have my industrial brick being cooled down. That doesn't make sense. The only other thing is the cool steam vent, but that's pretty far away. Oh, wait, no. The metal refinery setup doesn't really utilize, because I steam turbine that. Guys, people in chat, what ways do you guys like to utilize and create heat? How do you guys generate heat in your map? What can we do that generates a good amount of heat? I wouldn't polypress. The aqua tuner, I suppose. I'm such a knob, I struggle with cooling things. Yo man, no worries. Cooling is easy. It just requires you to have a lot of cold water. So getting one of these geysers is probably a huge blessing. The things that spawn at -10. See, the thing is that I'm using the ethanol distiller as a heat source for my slicksters, though. So I don't want to cool this down. I am already cooling my petrojets that's feeding in ethanol. That's actually fine. Yeah, I'm actually cooling down my petrogens with salt water already from this side. So those two are already done. I'm already cooling down the rust. What's going on, Copenhagen? How are you? How was the days today? How is the Thursdays, my friends? How are you? The only high geyser I have is cool steam vent. That's literally it. Outside of a minor volcano, which, you know, isn't really feasible. I could use the cool steam vent. It's just kind of far. There's a chlorine geyser, but that's only 60 degrees. I'm playing spaced out. Having it doesn't matter. You could change between DLC or no DLC. You could do that in the main menu. Turn off spaced out or turn on spaced out. That's like 100% up to you. Open the 7 metal volcanoes I have. Good luck, man. I only have this. I have a polluted water vent, but that's 30 degrees. This is perfect. Wait, I have one of those? Where is it? Is that his? That's here, isn't it? Oh, that's another minor volcano. What the hell? We have another volcano up there? This was a minor volcano. These are minor volcanoes because there's they're only 3 wide. Wait, where's my polluted water geyser? Oh, that means it's top left. Actually in this pocket. Oh, that sucks. It's somewhere up here. Because that would be 30-degree water, and that would be perfect to sieve out to try to get oxygen. That would have been nice. Fine, thank you. Just today, I abbreviated one process from above 2 days to 1 hour. Hey, let's go. That's a big improvement, man. Good stuff, good stuff. That's good to hear, Copenhagen. Nice, 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 nice. What should I play? Honestly, it's up to you. If you want to have an easier time, the vanilla game is better for the early game, Spellmore. But I would say that later on, like late game, I would say that playing Spaced Out is better. Because later on the late game, once you get the space for the first time, it's very tough. And you are better off to learn the early and mid game from playing the vanilla game. But once you get to the end game, you're gonna struggle because everyone struggles at the end game, which is why that's one of the reasons they changed up how space works with the DLC. So they try to make it better. Spaced Out is a little bit harder in the beginning because you have more to worry about, like polluted water gives you yucky lungs. I mean, polluted oxygen gives you yucky lungs. You have to start worrying about radiation, right, from the sunlight or from the shine bugs. I mean, it's a lot of cases though. It's not too bad. So I would recommend Spaced Out, honestly, because I think that's the easier time. Some more, can you not talk like that? Type one word and then type another word and then another sentence and then another word. So that's very spammy, dude. If you could please avoid doing that, I would appreciate it. Alright, so yeah, I think my polluted water vent is up here, which sucks, but I guess it is what it is. So the things that would generate heat would be something that's constantly running. For what can you use shine bug morphs? Honestly, the shine bugs are only if you kind of want to have different colored lights. Like, there's no real point of having these guys. They just look cool with the color. But outside of that, there's no real use to these guys. Because I believe the light value and radiation value all stays the same. So the only point of utilizing these guys would be to, like, do the one-tile stack solar panel setup. If you want to use the shine bugs. But outside of that, because it's really laggy, you don't want to do that a lot of the times. There's no real purpose. You could try to stack up the shine bugs to mutate a plant. Because the shine bugs do release a little bit of radiation and light. So if you have enough of them in a room, right, you could try to mutate the plants. But it's going to be very slow and very unlikely. Outside of that, yeah, it's not really a lot you could do. I guess it's good to have because these guys release radiation like that, and that kills germs. That kills germs. So this radiation at 48 or 59 rads, it's enough to kill off all the germs around it. So having them run around kind of kills the germs that are flying around as well. So it's not too bad. How much heat do you need? I could use the glossy Drecos. I guess we could try to cool down this room. I just don't want the bomb lilies to die. You can actually, like, radiation in and of itself kills germs. It's just that the rate at which it kills the germs may not be fast enough with just a shine bug. If you have a Wheezewort next to a lot of germy water, because this creates a lot more radiation, it's going to kill it a lot faster. Should the first dupes be builder, miner, and researcher? It's up to you, Spellmore. Different playstyles. How much heat do you need? Use the glossy Drecos. I probably can't. Because I'm already cooling it down with a radiant pipe over here. My bug reactor is at 3k per generator right now. Pretty good, I'd say, but didn't try the nuclear waste away. If you want to relocate all your barbecue or nuclear reactor is OP, yeah? Wait, TW fed? I am not following what you're saying. If I want... Wait, what? If I want to mislocate... That's not a word. I don't know what that means. All your barbecue, that's a food. And shit your pants. I don't know how I shit my pants. And then nuclear reactors OP. I'm confused, man. That's a brand new sentence. That's a brand new sentence, man. I was following and then I didn't. The bug reactor is 3K. Yeah, but it's mad laggy. I'm not a fan of that. The nuclear waste reactor... The nuclear waste depends on how much you have on the infinite tile. You can hit any number of radiation, technically. And then the reactor in and of itself is 12,000 on 25 tile radius. It's pretty strong. Alright, so... I can't think of a way. So I think we're going to just do some jank strats. We gotta do the jank strats. Hello, what's going on, Killer Renee? How are you? How was the days today? How is the Thursdays, my dude? You doing alright? I mean, I might have been made up a word, but I don't think it was that bad. They're one tile, it's still laggy. I mean, there was a performance update to reduce the lag. But yes, they used to do shine bug reactors like that, and it would be mad laggy. They would do one tile shine bug reactors for the solar panel. And yes, it's still laggy. Basically, having more entities on the map. So a dupe moves around by itself, critters move around by itself. They're both considered entities because you have to simulate movement, even if they can't move. So that's why if you do ranching for a 100 dupe colony and you're not using shovels, you have a lot of critters on your map and it lags up a lot. Oh! Okay, these guys. I'm fine so far. Sweaty but fine. Yo, man, it's hot. Work has triggered me quite a bit. Can't remember ever working with so much incompetence. Yo, I feel that, man. I feel that. That's the worst, when you feel like everyone around you, like, isn't up to snuff. I've been in an environment like that before. It's tough. But yo, Killer Renee, man. The only thing you could do is find a better job. Because in my experience, the competence never actually changes. Unless, you know, you get turnover, which is different. But a lot of the times, yeah. But yo, man, hopefully it gets better, Killer Renee. That's tough, man. Incompetence like that is just a bad time. Alright. I gotta get rid of that. I need to start getting oxygen, so we gotta do that now. How much food sustain you get from Drecos on the side? I need to make a drown box for me to actually start getting food. I'm not getting any from this right now. So, yeah. Totem Hunger, David, I need to get suits first so that I could consistently go inside, because my dupes can't breathe. They kind of struggle going in, and I need to make a drown box in this room. I know how to make it. It's not too bad. But for the most part, yeah. I need to do something like that. Dreco's in the door, that's fine. He could stay inside. I really don't mind it. There's two of them. So more, it's up to you, man. You can't be asking... You can't ask us to tell you exactly what to do for every part of your gameplay. You gotta just play. if you want to mislocate all your barbecue. Wait, no, that sentence still doesn't make sense though. I've always found incompetence. I found that things that make it tolerable is good coworkers and a boss who doesn't micromanage. That's tough though, man. There's gonna be bosses that come in to micromanage because they believe that's what they're good at. Nice, open the door, now I could deconstruct it. We gotta wrangle everything here. Problem is, company I work at, communication, they have second worst, if ever experienced. No one tells anyone anything. We only know what we do at the moment we actually do it. Wow. No reporting. Sounds like no transparency. That's tough. I've worked in a company like that before, and it comes down to not that the people are incompetent, but the people are either burnt out and or they don't want to try anymore. And it's not that they don't tell anyone, it becomes an issue of that's not my problem, so I'm not going to worry about it. I hate to say that, but in my experience, that's how it was. And I also like to believe in people a little bit more. Like, you know, people aren't incompetent. All right, maybe they are. But a lot of the times, they just don't give a shit. And it's because it's you know, maybe, you know, their boss treats them bad or something. The best boss I had knew that we could do the work, he would let us do it, and keep the rest of the company off our backs. That's a good boss, but that's hard to find, dude. A boss that's, you know, letting you do your job while, you know, he takes care of the politics. It's hard to find though, man. A lot of the times the bosses are only out for themselves. Got reorged. Yep, feels bad. We gotta wrangle all these guys when we can. I need to mine out as much of this as we can. I gotta keep that there. Gotta mine out those two. I think with them, it's more like they're burned out. And I could understand that with such a supervisor. Yeah. A lot of times, dude, if you get a new micromanaging manager like that, it just becomes like, ugh, I can't believe I have to deal with this guy. It'd be like that a lot of times, man. You hate to see it. They should look at Dutch work culture. They're never gonna do that. Dude, they're never gonna do that. We capitalists, man. You know what that means? They're gonna try to squeeze the life out of every single person that they can. They're not gonna care. That's just how it is, man. In all realisticness, none of them care. They just want to squeeze as much money out of the individual worker as they can. As much as I hate to say that's true, that's kind of how it's been over here. Which is why people are like, I don't want to work. Like, there's no such thing as employee loyalty. Right? If someone goes out of their way and even sacrifices, the moment their performance drops, they're out the door. Not because they're leaving, but because they get fired. And then a lot of people are just like, I don't want to deal with the politics. Which makes sense, because it's like, you shouldn't have politics in a workplace like that. I have definitely been on teams at points of my career where I understood the micromanaging because of the other team members. I mean, yeah, some people require it, but in most cases, I haven't found the majority of the time that happens to be positive. Like, a lot of the times that does occur, it's a bad experience. Simply superior. I have a supervisor, and if I disagree, I could happily tell him he's wrong and fuck off. Firing here is so much more difficult, which is a blessing. Yeah, it's tough, man. It'd be like that sometimes. You have a lot of people over here power tripping. I'm your boss. You gotta listen to exactly what I gotta tell you to do. A lot of times, too, another thing is... I want to say a lot of people don't know what they're doing. And what I mean by that is some people don't know they're being abrasive. Right? They think that, oh, I just have to yell at them because that's just what being a boss is. I gotta yell at my employees. And that's not the case. They also don't see the line between, you know, them doing what they need to do as humans and, you know, actually being just a jackass. like being a boss, I feel like a lot of the times you just think you're getting taken advantage of by your employees who want a day off or something like that. And it's like it just becomes a weird culture, man. And it's really bad. It leads to a lot of toxic like workplace environment, bad managers and stuff like that. It's stupid, man. Or they don't want to be a manager, but we're strong-armed into it. The boss I was supposed to start under left before my start date for that reason. He wanted to do work and not manage. Yeah, that happens. I didn't want to be a manager, not because I couldn't do it, but because I don't want to be that bastard. If that makes sense. I don't want to be the bastard manager that everyone hates. Because the upper management's gonna make you do things you don't want to do a lot of the times. Hey, we need you to do this. What? What we doing? Oh, I can't relocate that grub. Feels bad. Proven over and over, bossing around is bad practice. I always wonder what courses they followed. No, you gotta understand there's no such training over here. People become managers because it requires no experience. Right? Like, a managerial position, a lot of the times, doesn't matter which industry you're in. It just only thing that matters is that you've managed people before. Hey, FPC, coming in with the Prime. Thanks so much for the 10 months. Enjoy the emotes. D20 does ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. And of course, welcome back to the city. Double digits, baby. Yo, man, it's already been 10 months. I see you over the FPC. Thank you so much for the support. How you been, Mr. FPC? How has all those things... All those people... Oh no, I was reading a sentence while saying a sentence. How was all the things, FPC? How have you been? Have you gotten any new batches of teas yet? That's exactly the reason I never want to be a manager. I can't do that to other people. Yep, I can't do it, man. I'm more of a... I get the job done myself. And I don't like relying on other people because it's like dealing with people is a struggle. Oh yeah, those people. Yeah, those people suck, man. I don't want to be a manager because I want to be working, not calling all day, sitting around writing stuff. Yeah, I don't feel like it's productive. It just feels like it's like you're babysitting adults, and that's like the worst thing you could do because it's not fun, man. It's not fun. But all good. Hope things are great for you all. Just taking it a day at a time, man. Taking it a day at a time. But hey, All good. FPC, man. I looked into some of the things you talked about. What's his name? Sienna? Or something like that? And Stoicism? I looked into it a little bit, man. Found out that one of my idols was doing a lot of that as well, which helped motivate. I didn't know Kobe Bryant was a fan, but he was. And he did the Stoicism stuff. Managing could be a delegating and doing work alongside. Nobody said you had to be the one calling. It's true. But yeah, a lot of the times if you have a manager, that's all they're doing. And if you have a guy that's managing and working alongside, they're not typically labeled as a manager. Because if they're doing work, it's not going to be like basic work. They're going to be doing a little bit of the more advanced stuff. But I wouldn't say that a lot of the times here, managing is just making sure that people are working. And it's not a manager, more so of like an overseer, man. He's just watching over you, make sure you're working. You're right, though, Totem Hugger David. It's just that, yeah, a lot of the times, they don't think it be like it is, but it do. Glad to hear. I just got a book as a gift from a friend. Nice. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've never been a big reader, and I know why. I grew up with a hatred for reading because I had siblings growing up that made me do all the things that they themselves hated because they believe it bettered me, when it feels like they got enjoyment from making me do things that they know I hate and they hate. So a lot of the times during summer vacation, when I was in elementary school and middle school, they would force me to read at the beginning of the day before I'm allowed to do anything else every day. And I grew an intense hatred for reading. To this day, I don't think I read that much outside of reading chat. Like, I gotta be real, man. Like, my reading is limited to just chat. What you guys say over here. And it's not that I can't read. I could, and it's not bad, but yeah, I hate it, man. My siblings did that to me, and I was like, dude, after this, I want to go outside and play freeze tag with my neighbors, right? Because that's what we used to do as little kids. We didn't have iPhones. I was poor, still am poor, so we didn't have video games. My mom, dad, or older siblings would dominate the TV time, so I never had a chance to watch, Pokemon. And, we go outside, play tag. And, dude, I hated that shit. Oh, you gotta read this book, and it was a fucking novel. And it's like, you gotta read a chapter. And I would speed read it, and I would read it out loud so that they would know and hear that I was reading it. And guess what? I did not retain a single bit of information. I read the words just to read the words. Literally. So I read Harry Potter. I don't remember any part of it. I read Harry Potter, dude. I did not remember a single bit from the freaking book. It's freaking, yeah, speedrun, novel, any percent, 100%, dude. Any percent run. Read it out loud. Confirms that I read it. I don't need to know what happened in the story. That's speedrun strats. That's kind of a meme, but that's the truth, dude. That's how it was, pretty much. It just became kind of like a meme speedrun. Yo, man, this grub's gotta get out of here. Oh, he's about to die. 13 cycles. Alright, so the hydrogen's going down, which is fine. Oh, none of it's going to the generators anymore. Okay, so I do have to get this power on. because I was extracting as much as I can. Yeah, that's the thing. Because I was forced to, though, like that, I grew this, man. Is it right to call that hatred? I just don't like reading to this day. Now, I could do it. It's not bad. It's just, man, it's just bad time. Speedread.com, I see you, FPC. I don't need to learn any speedrunning strats today. We're retired from the category. As they say in the business. Thems be retired. Speed typing, though, that's a different story. If we got any speed typers in chat, I'm about that life. I'm about that life where we speed type. No, you gotta type words. FPC literally just face planted his head on his keyboard. You see that? That's a face plant right there. That's the only way you hit that many letters in a short amount of time. Faceplant strats, man. How do you feel about audiobooks? I love audiobooks and things like that. It's funny, but those things I enjoy. Like things like a audiobook, TED talk. I love listening to those. And it just becomes a thing where it's like it feels like you're learning a little bit. You're getting more well-versed in certain topics by just listening to it, right? And I rather listen to like a speaker speak about a subject than to actually listen to an audiobook. Because listening to the audiobook and the stories are nice. I just rather have information be given than to, you know, learn about a story. I mean, depends on the story. You know, there's a lot to learn from stories. But I'd rather gravitate towards the information aspect, especially if it's things I like to hear about. So things like podcasts and things like that are always something I love to have in the background. And I have that a lot. When I'm rendering, I'm actually able to still have a browser open. And I usually turn on a podcast or a TED talk. And I listen to it while I have to wait for my videos to render. And not gonna lie, man. I just have to sit there and listen, which is not bad. I give Mamba head rubs. But I can't use my computer since I'm rendering. So it's like, I guess it's not bad. What are we building now? I need to build a SPOM. I hate to say this. The TED Talks. No, it's the TED Talks, dude. The TED Talks. It rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. I see the ace cow. No, you're right. I'm building a SPOM though right now, Copenhagen. So basically we're utilizing this electrolyzer and I'm cooling it down by running cold salt water on it. And I'm using that to generate hydrogen so that I can put hydrogen inside my Drekel room. I need to balance out the volume, right? Because it's 1500 per tile and this is 1000 per tile. So that when I open up this door, the chlorine balance doesn't just go all the way up and drips into here. So I want to maintain the chlorine at a low level, and that's kind of what I want to do. I should have airflow here. I am going to do... Man, I probably do submerged. Submerged is always better. Rodriguez is kind of garbage. Like, you got to understand the Rodriguez is kind of like... The Rodriguez is outdated at this point. Like, it works, but yeah, it's not that great. You have better designs out there. The Rodriguez is one. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the earlier ideas, right? And it's good to know, but it's outdated now at this point. But at the same point, it's not that outdated that you can't utilize it still. Like, it's efficient enough that you can still utilize. Like, you know, you could run a Rodriguez. No one's stopping you. You could get rad bolts through walls. I don't know what you're talking about, Spillmore. TED talk, like the TED plane. Wait, what? FPC? Is that a George Costanza stand-up line? I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. I will look up Submerge, thank you. Hey, if you want, I have a YouTube video on that. Check out my YouTube. Your basic open room one is better, honestly. Honestly, I like it better because it's a lot more simpler. You don't need to prime it up. That's my YouTube channel. I have it on there, and I have a couple of different versions of SPOMs too, like a basic one, a submerged one, and then I have a cooling idea for that as well that I'm probably going to have to utilize here. But yeah, have fun with that fractal kind dream. And thank you for watching my videos. Alright, so we got to build submerged and then cooling, and then because it's submerged, it's also infinite pressure. Cooling will be at the bottom, and then I just need to build another aqua tuner to cool down my liquids. Oh, I could probably just use this aqua tuner. Hey, I do have cities on YouTube. I have a couple of VODs. I've stopped uploading my VODs of cities though, because no one watches it. And some of my cities VODs has 1 dislike, so it's 0% like rate. So I get really discouraged. You know, my cities VODs are up. I have some of my speed runs on there. I have some of my intersection time-lapse builds. And yeah, I haven't uploaded anymore though, because I think I'm going to slow down on it. Because just cutting up and rendering my VOD takes up 6 hours. Easily 6 hours of my time. And I have to spend 2 nights uploading the VODs in order for me to get it up. So I'm slowing down production on the cities VODs for now because I don't have time for it. We're gonna loot all the item from this ledge before we actually continue mining this out. Oh man, I hate it. Don't you guys hate it when you guys have like an item on the neutronium edge that you can never grab anymore? I hate it, man. I try to clean that up anytime I can. I have one little thing right there. That's actually why I hate puffs. Those guys will go up and take a dump on the ledge, and you're just kind of mad. And then you have eggshells right there, and you're like, well, that sucks. Can't do anything about the eggshells. Check it out. Thank you, Ruick. Ooh, larva eggs. I gotta take these. Ace Count, thank you for pulling up the links. Appreciate it, man. Okay. So I need to put a bin that does not overheat. Alright, so we need to have that here. So I need to use that to move the larva eggs inside, so it's a little bit better. Twitch saves my cities games for 30 days. After 30 days, Twitch auto-deletes all VODs. And that's because they ran out of space on their servers. Oh, no way! This motherfucker went on the ledge? Oh my god. He's stuck? I have to save him. Oh my god, I have to save him. Guys, Operation Grub Grub. He climbed over, dude. I don't know. I wonder if you can make all achievements in only 1 dupe. No, you can't. This achievement says you can't. 12 dupes right here. Getting 12 dupes is one of the achievements you can't do. So it feels bad, man. Eggs, larva. Every time I watch, there's some kind of ledge situation. Hey, man, ledges are dangerous. I need to wait for this guy to jump over. Come on, man. He's hiding there. There we go. Deconstruct. Let's go. Hit him with the speed. Oh, he's going back. Okay, we got it, boys. We don't want him on the ledge. We don't want the meat over there, and then it becomes rotted meat, and then it becomes polluted dirt. And then it just stays on the ledge forever. Oh, man. How to do carnivore in one dupe? You have to get something called binge eater. Coop and Hammett. One of the stress reactions you could get is called binge eater. And that stress reaction allows you to instantly consume 10,000 calories. So if you stress out your one dupe constantly, they will eat 10,000 calories at a time. So you could easily do carnivore with one dupe. It's just that a lot of the times you would rather not do that. That's a long boy. He is, man. Oh, Cthulhu. Body slams himself. Climbs back up to go for another ride. He was about to be the lone meat bone on the ledge. Yeah, man. We couldn't have him there by himself. Dude, Cthulhu does that again. I think he likes doing it, man. He literally just mined the tile so that he could fall down. And he did it twice. I'm telling you, man. Cthulhu likes the, he likes the adrenaline rush or something. Don't know what it is. That's dedication, yep. Wait, carnivore is 400,000 calories? Yep, that's 40 cycles of binge eating. Because it's 10,000 that you binge eat every time. It's hard to pull off, but it's possible. It's possible. Yep, that's a lot of meat. Alright, alright. I think we could get it started. So I am gonna make a 3 tall, 3 wide area here in case I want to transit to. So I want to have... Well, we'll have it like this first. And then the design I want to do is... Hey, what's going on, Slayer? Thank you so much for the 8 months. Welcome back to the city. Enjoy the emote D20 does ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sun badge. But thank you so much for the support. How do you get so much meat with one dupe? Shovels. Shovels give you 16,000 kcals upon death. So you have to play Classic Start. If you play Classic Start, which is still with Spaced Out DLC, when you get to the top of the map, you get this guy. This guy. This guy, every time he dies, he gives you 20,000 kcals if you cook the meat into barbecue. So all you have to do is make sure you could ranch these guys early on. I got carnivore by cycle 49. So you could do it in less than 100 cycles. I did it in half. So yeah, it's very possible. Single-handedly saving the colony again. I see you over there. Not all heroes wear capes. Where's Cthulhu at, man? This guy wears a blue suit. This guy, man, he wears a blue suit. He's wearing the nice sparkling outfit. This guy was calling that his super suit. Y'all remember that, man? He was running around, where's my super suit? He was complaining, man. Y'all believe that? And we gave it to him. You know what sucks? Working from home in pajamas and someone comes to your door, it looks so bad. Oh, dude, it happens all the time. Happens all the time. The worst is when you haven't showered yet. And then it's like whoever's at the door wants to come inside. You're like, whoa, what? You trying to come inside right now? Hey, man. Now is not the time. Oh, man. Be like that, man. It sucks sometimes, Slayer. You hate to see it, though. So I believe it's like this. I think I could get away with 2. I don't think I need more than that. Yeah, same boat. I'm a lady too. Double shame. It'd be like that sometimes. Dude, what? I worked for him 3 years. Never worked in undies or PJs. FPC, man. You probably live in a cold area. Dude, man, it's hot. Phone providers always getting me to switch. Lol. Yo, man. That's nothing. Have you ever had to answer the door, and it was the door-to-door Jehovah's Witnesses, and then you had a shirt with a picture of Snoop Dogg that says "smoke weed every day," and they start talking to you about, you know, the religion, and you just kind of point to your shirt. I'm not saying I did that, but I'm saying that'd be kind of funny. Hmm, 16 dupes, it's 2. That's true. And I'm gonna have a little bit of extra oxygen. I guess it's fine. You've had Mormons come by once or twice. Dude, those Mormons, dude, they know how to ball, dude. They don't mess around. They ballers, man. Have you seen the video where these Mormon guys go door to door? And then they're like, hey, you guys are playing basketball? Can we play? They're like, yeah, sure, why not? And then the people are like, man, we're about to whoop these kids and give them a 2-on-2. And man, little did they know, man, dude, they got wrecked. It was impressive, man. Oh man, the scary man. Oh, they're very litigious. Interesting. I wonder what happened with that. That's crazy, man. So I learned of the word litigious very recently. I wonder if I learned it. Has anyone else learned that word recently? Oh wow, that's a strat, dude. I've never heard of the strat. I could seal this up. I don't know if I should. And I do need bottle emptiers here and here. I learned it just now. I learned it when it was the so you guys remember what happened recently with the Johnny Depp stuff? I learned the word when the guy from TMZ came on and he used that word. You know, I work for TMZ. It's a very litigious company. And I was like, what does that even mean? I had to look it up. And I learned the word that day. That's actually the first time I learned that word. Alright, we're going to utilize only 2 electrolyzers. That should be fine. Alright, so I need to get oil here. I learned it just now. I see a Copenhagen. Oh, English is my 3rd language, dude. How do you guys learn so many languages? It's just, man, you got. I can't imagine remembering so many, like, I mean, if they're all grammatically sound or similar, it makes sense. But it's like if it's a language that just completely different. Like let's say you spoke Chinese and then you spoke Spanish. It's like nowhere similar. It's nowhere similar, man. I can't even imagine how it's like your brain has to process how to speak properly and switch on and off like that. I don't think I'd be able to do it. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha, Fractal Kind. So the thing is that learning it is one thing, but after you're done learning it, so let's say that you learn it in school, after you graduate, how do you make sure you still keep up with the language? Because I'm gonna be real, I learned Spanish in high school. I started ordering food at, you know, Mexican restaurants. right? Because that's what we have over here. And man, after I went to college, I was like, I lost all of it. I don't know any of the conjugations anymore. I don't know any of the like the different uses of the tenses and like a masculine and feminine word. I was like, nah, man, that's all gone. I know none of this. I learned Russian in school for 6 years. Oh, who keeps dying? Slayer, man, stop getting burned. Come on, Slayer, you better than that. All right, we gotta get you guys suits. We gotta get you guys suits, man. You guys are constantly getting burned over there. You forgot it all in a month. Oh, man, it'd be like that sometimes. I struggle with foreign languages. Tried Spanish, French, German. Finally, they got Mandarin in my high school, and I don't know what happened, but it just clicked. Isn't it has to do with, like, the structure? Like, sometimes you will understand certain things because of how it's, like... The structure just makes more sense with you as a person. I feel like that happens a lot. Like, people that, you know, speak a Germanic language, people who speak a Latin-based language, like, a lot of the times, if they speak one of them well, it translates, right? And I feel like the inherent structure of the languages is usually what pulls us to it. Dude, the rain, you know, yeah, man, you see that? Killer Renee? Only way to do it. Dude, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. It helps me out a lot. It really does. Guys, did you guys know that if you guys make a YouTube video and not a lot of people like the video and not a lot of people watch the video, there is a certain population of YouTube that avoids clicking on it. Until you hit that minimum threshold, you're struggling. So guys, help me out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. It really does help me out. It's weird, man. Done and done. Thank you, Fractal Kind. Appreciate you guys, man. I need to use it all the time at work, so my grammar is actually good. Okay, sometimes I get confused when I hear words which sounds familiar to my native language. Oh yeah. I can see that. I could see that. Like it was. So I was in Koreatown because we were having some Korean barbecue, and one of the things I saw was I saw a shirt that was being sold at one of the stands, and it was the Puma logo, except that the Puma looked a little bit different. And what I mean by that when I say it looked a little bit different is it was a Puma with an afro. And I was like, that doesn't look right. And then my Korean friend told me that, oh, read the shirt again. And then it says Poma. Not P-U-M-A, but P-O-M-A. Apparently, Poma, P-O-M-A, means afro in Korean. So they put a afro on a Puma, and it's kind of like a knockoff. I thought it was pretty funny, though, to be honest. I thought it was pretty funny. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I thought it was mad funny, man. Because it's like, in the language, it makes a lot of sense. Yo, Coop and Hammond, you're stressed out, man. What happened? Oh, you got hit by the soggy feet and popped eardrums. Oh, that's a lot of stress, man. Yeah, man. You didn't like it when your eardrums got popped, huh? We gotta hook you up with some earplugs. I'll take the aluminum. The boomalopes? No boomalopes, man. Not today. And we got our vacuum. Nice. So this one is off. This is at mop here. The word knife originated from the word knife. Seemed legit. I believe that. When I visited China, I enjoyed the shirt a little girl was wearing. It's a picture of Snoopy, but it said Spoonie. Oh, man. Dude, bootleg things like that are mad funny sometimes, man. I don't know what it is. Yeah, getting popped eardrums while your feet are wet, man. You hate it when that happens. Alright, so I gotta seal this up. Sweep only oil. And I am gonna sweep this bottle. I see you, Mohags. I see you over there. Yo, man. I hate RimWorld. Ever since I got bodied by it, I hate the game. I have never beat RimWorld, man. It's so sad. I have never actually beat the game. RimWorld's too tough, dude. You just come in with a mech raid and it's all over. Dude, the thing about RimWorld that I'm not a fan of is how eventually it feels like I'm not making any more progress. Even though I'm getting more wealth, even though I'm getting a larger colony, even though I'm getting more tech, I feel like at a certain point, I just have the feeling that I'm no longer progressing. That's the thing I have against RimWorld. And it just feels like I'm stuck. Alright, so we gotta sweep that to there, and I gotta get water. I have water here. What am I... Oh, I have bathroom water. Let's go. Bathroom water, boys. This is true. You gotta play the games you enjoy, man. Oh, I have water here, actually. What is this water? Oh, that's this water. Ah, that's fine, that's fine. I could do that, I could do that. Alright, so I think I know what we're going to do. We're going to make a hydrogen generator room with transformers, and I'm going to use the cool slush water here to cool that down. It's going to be very minimal, but I think it's fine. We'll try to bring in water sources from elsewhere to feed into this as well. And I may have to start utilizing the cool steam vent with the polluted water, as that makes a lot of sense. Even though it's going to be a long pipeline, I think it's going to be necessary. Alright, so we drip the water on both. So now I need regular water that we're going to be doing from here. So we have a lot of water. So let's get one full bottle of water here. That's what we need. And then the next thing I'll want is... This is a full bottle we'll need, so we'll leave it like that. Who's dying? Full bottle again. No one's dying. Nice. Alright, we gotta pump up and make a vacuum. So both of these are ready. Before we could start pumping out, I need to do a couple things. I need to seal up the side on the right. And I probably want to do this. Put a ladder down here to get to the back. So we're only going to be utilizing this to feed into our suit lines, which shouldn't be too bad. Hello, that one cringe person. Hello, hello, how are you? How was the Thursdays today? I hope you're doing well. Alright, so it's about to be sealed up. Let me get my second pump that I would have probably right here. Doesn't really matter. Stop getting burned, dude. Everyone keeps getting burned. Alright, man, we gotta get the suits in ASAP. Someone's getting burned constantly outside. Oh, nice. So now I will run a pipeline like this. High pressure. Same thing here. High pressure. And that's going to be because we just need to vacuum out the room. Now for the power, we'll just go like this. And we'll have it on a small battery. They keep going in to grab the pea dirt. Yeah. Every time I try to do this, one hydrogen goes to the bottom. Really, Slayer? I've never had that issue. I don't know why. Do you vacuum it? You're supposed to be in a vacuum when you do this. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I get it on the first try. But, you get the random and use the exact same design? That's weird, man. Because I'm having people tell me that, I mean, if it's flipped, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's just where the location of the gases are. I've had people tell me, though, that it keeps breaking. Even though it's like I've never ran into the issue. Small amount of liquid or low PC spec. Can the low PC spec bop this, Copenhagen? Is that a thing? Copenhagen, stop getting burned. Alright, they really want to grab the pea dirt, though. I can't stop them. Can't stop, won't stop. We just won't allow them to grab pea dirt for a while. We gotta do what we gotta do, boys. Alright, let's crush a little bit of chlorine while we can. Oh, it keeps happening. Spell more. Hey, let's go. Pump out the gas. Need to get all the CO2 bubbles out. Oh, you were getting burned, dude. You're doing a pure glitch run for fun, and you just made your petro duplicator. Oh man. Yeah, your dupe went into the room and got burned. That's what happened. So I was like, WTF, mate? I see you over there, Slayer. All the strats, huh? Only way to do it. Perfectly spaced. That's not bad. My dupe is gonna die. Nah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. What the hell just happened? Hey, Cyberdyne coming in with 10 gifted. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Cyberdyne. I see you over there. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs to the community. And yo, BT Mikey, the Radar, the Max Non-Binary Deconverse, Balor, Mighty Stoosh, Morique NDI2, Color on Wax, I think I got that right, Hatchling, and the Big Robbie. Guys, welcome to the city. Y'all came on the Cyberdyne bus today. So, of course, welcome on in. If you guys need to find the DMVs on the left-hand side, parking's in the back. But, of course, welcome to the city, you guys. Enjoy the emote, the 20 times ad-free viewing. And don't forget that legit sub badge, courtesy of the homie Cyberdyne, yeah. But, of course, dude, I see you over there for the best stream in the city. Thank you so much, Cyberdyne. Appreciate support. And thank you so much. I see you over there, man. But you guys know who to thank. You're gonna run out of breath. Never ever, dude. I do micro breeds, brats in between. That's totally not a strat, actually. But yo, thank you so much for the support. You gotta do the, you know, micro breeds, brats, whatever it's called. The breathe in between. Only way to do it. Take a deep breath. Yeah, man. I got lungs bigger than Michael Phelps. I could hold my breath than he can. Yep. Oh, we got the vacuum already? Nice. Alright, so... I could go into the bottom, though, to breathe the oxygen. That's going to be one of the things. So I will need the door now, then. We'll take that. Alright, so we're going to wait for the vacuum here. And while we wait for that vacuum, I guess we could remove this. When a fly is a source of cool air. Dude, man. Oxygen's oxygen, man. Not one to complain. Oh. Is this it? Hey, the vacuum's done. Alright, so... I need to bop this. And then vent-wise, I need to bop all of that. The pump we could keep. Because it never gets above 70. Oh, will my pumps start to break? It probably wouldn't because... Yeah, my electrolyzers aren't... Okay, yeah. So I can't feed this hot water. I actually can't feed this hot water. So I need to actually feed this, like, 30-degree water, which isn't too bad. Alright, so let's sweep everything. Alright, so... Insulated pipelines. Many idols, yeah, man. I gotta make them work. So my water pipeline... I probably run it into the insulated tile. And even though my geyser's up there, I'm probably getting my water from the bottom. Alright, not only that, conductive wiring. It's probably going to be a straight shot. I don't have a lot of copper being made. We have the water. Okay, so let's make more copper, because we need the refined metals to make the conductive wire set. And then I think we're going to try to feed this a little bit of water to get it started. They're not idle, they're procrastinating. Yeah, man, my dupes are lazy. These guys, man. Can't believe how lazy they be. Alright, so I'm gonna run the pipe like that as a temporary line to get some of this water to feed in just so that we could get the initial start. But I don't think it's gonna matter in the long term yet. I also do want to have oxygen at the bottom. That is technically a little bit more ideal. Not me, I'm busy saving lives. Y'all believe this guy, Cthulhu? Y'all believe this guy? He's saving lives? Yo, man. Who was it? Who was it that kept dying? Who was that in the butler outfit, man? The guy that kept getting himself stuck. Was it Rambo? It was Rambo, right? Yo, man. Cthulhu is busy saving Rambo. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so... in most cases, I will have automation on the Atmos pressure. So that's going to be... we'll just use a single one for all of them. Whereas hydrogen should always be pumped. And then the conductive wiring should be like that. Should be like that. And then that would go to my hydrogen generators. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Which should be in this room. So we're going to use this room. Oh, we could push it into the... I could use that. Okay, that's not too bad. I guess we don't need that there, but I guess it's nice to have. Alright, so with a setup like this, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 240, that's what? 1200? Is that correct? That's only 1200 watts. So I would have technically, how much? 400 watts available. I'm going to have to operate a sieve because of how I need to sieve the polluted water. So that's going to be 120 watts. We're going to have to pump up the water, and that's another 240. So we would have 40 watts left over, which probably means those are probably for shutoffs and things like that. So that's not too bad. And then if we do cool the water down here, which makes sense because how the aqua tuner is right here, we're just going to use that same aqua tuner line to cool down my water, and that comes from my petrogen power line. I would use the hydrogen here. I'm busy getting scolded, yo man. We're going to give you some suits soon. That's going to be the main benefit. We're going to be getting some suits soon. And the suits are going to stop us from getting burnt inside the ethanol room. So I'm thinking we have to convert this box into my hydrogen gens plus sieving plus... Oh, if I want to do the sieving there, I don't want to do that. Yeah, that means I shouldn't do it there. So that means it should be down here. So this has 1200 watts, as I imagine. So I do need to get rid of that. Maybe I do want to relocate this water line. Because I need to do my aqua tuner right there, right? So cooling box... Oh, I have aluminum, so it doesn't have to be that big. Ooh, that's correct. It does not have to be that big. I guess we could hold some of the water right outside. So if we were to run it up to here, and then this is how much space? 3 by 4. And I'm using aluminum? Well, no, I don't have a lot of aluminum yet. I have the resource, I just haven't started smelting. I'm gonna go with the bare minimum. Yeah. I think I know exactly how we're gonna want to do this. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Because there's not gonna be a way. I would have to crack in from the top. And I would have to use brine water because of off-gassing. Oh, that's such a pain, dude. Wait, no. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it's like that. So I need that because I'm running 8 tiles per oxygen line for cooling. So that does mean I need to use the salt brine. At least the upside is that we have a pipeline right here that we could easily use for the brine fill. Alright, so I gotta remove this pipeline for now. We're not going to start it off anyways. I forgot that my dupes are going to go inside and start breathing the oxygen. And that's technically a problem. Alright, so with that, that's going to be the cooling box. The hydrogen just comes from the pump into the generators. I will have probably a little bit of liquid reservoirs as buffer for the liquids into the electrolyzers, so that's kind of fair. We'll put 3 there, but realistically, I don't know if we actually use them. We'll just put 3 of them. And then I would want to vacuum out this room. Let's see. Yeah, it might be faster to just seal this up now and then pump it out immediately after. Alright, so let me cut this line and then let me run here with a battery here on a regular line. And we're going to have to vent this out to here on a plastic vent. Gotta seal that up. Well, before we seal that up, let's actually make a couple things, like ladder. How come no one's... Oh, there's no ladder to here. I was like, how come no one's building this? They actually can't reach. They actually couldn't reach. My goodness. I was slow to pick that up. I guess we could work on some of the other things here too, like the radiant piping. I think iron, or is it copper? Ore. So aluminum ore is at 20. Okay, aluminum is by far the strongest. When in ore phase. Iron is only at 2, right? 4. Copper's at 4. 4.5, that's not bad. And then I don't have gold discovered. Cobalt's probably not that high. Yeah, it's only at 4. So I do use aluminum ore. So for the most part, it should be like that. And I should do this now, because the dupes can't hold their breath for long. And then the radiant piping, although I want this to be aluminum, I don't know if I have the capabilities of doing that. Alright, so I need to switch this to aluminum. 50 things, this is going to go to 1. And we need more water to come out. I am going to cut the oxygen line, so we're no longer going to be feeding the electrolyzer. And then from there, I just need more water coming out into here. Dude, the ethanol line is actually generating really well. Of course, we would probably have that there, just like that. And then, yeah, we gotta turn on one of the rad bolts then. And just start researching. The next thing I would probably want is... Actually, yeah. I would want to get the prerequisite tech for the rad bolt engine. And the reactor, I suppose. No researchers assigned. Yeah, we'll get that soon. We're trying to generate oxygen right now. Y'all know how it is. So the water did not... Oh, no. It's just not connected. Oh, I didn't make that connection? Oh, is there no pipeline here? There is no pipeline there. That's fine. We'll build that. And then that's going to feed into here for now. That's going to be fine. Idle. Oh, that's illegal. We cannot be idle in my colony. Y'all got a lot of sweep. Alright, so that's going to be like that. We could run the wheel to pump that out, but I want to put the radiant piping first, and then the temp shift plates. Can you use ice for this? It's actually kind of garbage. 2.1 conductivity, even though it's ice. So I do want aluminum. Alright. That being said, is there other water lines I could actually add into this so that we have a little bit more water for smelting? Because it's going to be a lot of aluminum we're going to need to utilize. I guess right now we don't have a lot of water. We can kind of sacrifice for that. Alright, so if that's the case, is this dormant? It's dormant. Ooh, I might have to tap into this now. I could start pumping from here as well. Alright, so 2, 3, 4. I think we have to put a surface here so that the items don't drop all the way down and that I could redo the ladder somewhere over here. Wait a second. What is this? Is this my polluted water vent? It is! Oh, snap! I could just use that as a water source. Oh, snap. I think I need to use this then. So that I don't have to warm up the polluted water. It is what it is. So although we're probably going to want to use the brine water, it doesn't have as great of a stat line as the polluted water. So I should try to use polluted water into here. It's just a little bit of a issue with the off-gassing that occurs. Outside of that, I guess I could just change it to regular water, which kind of makes sense. Oh, that could work. Okay, I have an idea. So let's pop this. Now, let's have this pipeline come from the top. We're going to have to do something with this, so I'm going to save that. And this is 30-degree water. It's less than 30-degree water, so I could actually put all of that in here. And then it wouldn't off-gas, and it's going to be better stats than brine water does. Okay, that's probably going to be what I need to do. This is going to be a temporary location. I'm going to relocate this to where the hydrogen generators are going to be later on, as that's going to be a little bit better for me. I also will need a liquid pump, and then we'll have this go up and over.